Every great achievement begins with a mind free from the chains of doubt. The moment you question your own ability, you surrender your power to circumstances. You were not created to live in hesitation, but to move with purpose. The most dangerous enemy you will ever face is not the competitor in front of you, but the quiet voice inside that whispers, "What if you fail?" Silence it. Replace it with, "What if I succeed beyond measure?" Your dreams demand belief before they demand action. Decide what you want, claim it in your mind as already yours, and then move toward it with determination that refuses to break. Doubt waits for you to stop. Faith waits for you to begin. The choice is yours. Step forward, act before you feel ready, and you will find that certainty grows with every step. Those who get ahead in life are not those without fear, but those who choose to move in spite of it. Stop doubting, start doing, and watch life rise to meet the vision you have held all along. A mind without a definite aim drifts like a ship without a compass, vulnerable to every storm of uncertainty. Doubt thrives in confusion, but it withers in the presence of a clearly defined goal. When you decide exactly what you want, not vaguely, but with sharp precision, you give your mind a command it cannot ignore. Every action you take, every choice you make, begins to align with that purpose. You no longer waste energy wondering if you should move forward, because the destination is fixed in your mind. Success is not an accident. It is the result of deliberate direction. The moment you set your purpose in stone, you strip doubt of its power and replace hesitation with unstoppable forward momentum. No building can stand without a solid foundation, and no success can stand without self-belief. Before the world believes in you, you must believe in yourself so completely that doubt has no place to rest. Every invention, every empire, every fortune began in the mind of someone who dared to see themselves as capable before they had proof. If you do not trust your own ability, every opportunity will appear like a risk, and you will retreat before you even begin. But when you know, not hope, not wish, but know that you can and will succeed, the obstacles ahead transform into stepping stones. Your belief becomes the silent force that commands respect, attracts allies, and fuels your persistence. When others quit, believe in yourself so firmly that even the thought of failure cannot shake you. For this belief is the soil from which all achievement grows. Doubt does not arrive with noise or warning. It slips quietly into the mind and begins its work in whispers. It doesn't shout you will fail. It suggests maybe you shouldn't try, and in that small hesitation, dreams are stolen before they ever take their first breath. Doubt does not fight you head-on. It slowly convinces you to lay down your own weapons. It disguises itself as caution, as logic, as waiting for the right time until years pass and opportunities fade. Understand this truth. Every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment you could have spent building the life you desire. Doubt steals not only your time, but your courage, your vision, and your destiny. The only way to defeat this thief is to act in spite of its presence, to take the step it says you cannot take, and to prove it wrong through action. If you wait until you feel fully prepared, you will wait forever. Readiness is not a feeling. It is the result of action. The greatest breakthroughs in history were made by people who stepped forward before they had all the answers, before the path was clear, and before they felt qualified. Action has a magic that thinking alone cannot produce. It builds momentum, and momentum builds confidence. The more you move, the less fear controls you. You will never discover your true strength while standing still. you will only find it in motion. Opportunity rarely knocks twice, and hesitation is the enemy of progress. Begin now with what you have, where you are. The resources, skills, and courage you need will reveal themselves only after you start walking. Success rewards the bold, not the perfectly prepared. Your environment shapes your destiny as much as your own thoughts. Spend enough time with people who doubt you, and you will begin to doubt yourself. But place yourself among those who believe in your vision, and their certainty will strengthen your own. The energy of belief is contagious when others speak to you as if your success is inevitable. Your mind accepts it as truth. Great achievers rarely walk alone. They walk with a circle of faith-filled allies, who lift them when they stumble and remind them of their purpose when the world grows dark. If your circle constantly questions your ability, it is not a circle, it is a cage. Seek out those who inspire you, who challenge you to rise higher, and who refuse to let you shrink in the face of fear. Your associations can either water your dreams or drain them dry. Choose wisely. Your mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant in it and nurture daily will grow. If you feed it doubt, fear, and limitation, it will produce hesitation and failure. But if you feed it certainty, faith, and determination, it will yield confidence and achievement. Certainty is not a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. You must constantly supply your mind with the images, words, and thoughts that affirm your success. Read only what uplifts you. Listen only to voices that inspire you, and speak only words that strengthen your resolve. Just as the body weakens when starved of nourishment, the mind weakens when starved of positive reinforcement. The stronger the certainty you feed your mind, the less room there is for doubt to take root. Guard your mental diet as fiercely as you guard your most valuable treasure, because your future depends on it. Every achievement is born twice, first in the mind, then in the world. The greatest inventors, leaders, and visionaries did not wait to see proof before they believed. They created the proof in their imagination long before it existed in reality. When you hold a clear picture of your goal in your mind, you give your subconscious a blueprint to follow. That image becomes a silent command, influencing your decisions, shaping your habits, and attracting the resources you need. Without vision, action lacks direction. With vision, even small steps move you toward your destination. Do not merely wish for your dream. See it, feel it, live it in your imagination as though it were already yours. The mind cannot distinguish between reality and a vividly imagined vision. It works to make both the same. If you can see it with absolute clarity inside, it is only a matter of time before you see it outside. A single negative thought, left unchecked, can grow into a chain that binds your potential. The mind is quick to believe repetition, whether it is truth or a lie, and doubt loves to repeat itself. The moment you hear the whisper of "I can't," you must rise against it with "I will." Do not allow discouraging thoughts to linger, because every second they remain, they gain strength. Treat them like intruders in your home. Confront them, remove them, and replace them with thoughts that serve you. This is not about ignoring reality. It is about refusing to accept defeat in your thinking before the battle is even fought. The greatest victories are first won in the mind. When you train yourself to immediately replace limitation with possibility, you take control of your destiny one thought at a time. Doubt is powerful, but it is no match for a mind that refuses to quit. Every step you take in the direction of your goal weakens doubt's grip on you. Persistence is more than simply trying again It is the unshakable decision that you will continue until you win. When obstacles appear, the doubter sees proof they should stop. The persistent see proof they are getting closer. Every failure, every setback, every rejection becomes fuel for their determination. The truth is simple. No one ever doubted their way to success, but countless people have persisted their way there. When you persist long enough, your efforts create results that even your old doubts cannot deny. Consistency turns uncertainty into inevitability. Keep going, and doubt will not just fade. It will be crushed under the weight of your repeated action. Indecision is the breeding ground for doubt. The longer you linger between choices, the louder uncertainty becomes. Every great success began with a single, firm decision, a mental commitment that left no room for turning back. Once the decision is made, movement must follow immediately. Action sends a signal to your mind and to the world that you are serious. Momentum is built by doing, not by thinking about doing. Do not wait for every condition to be perfect before you act. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Decide where you are going and take the first step now. Each move you make strengthens your confidence, and confidence silences doubt. Remember, hesitation wastes time, but decisive action creates results. The faster you move after deciding, the faster your life moves toward your goal. The most important conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Every day, your inner voice either builds your future or breaks it. If you speak to yourself with doubt, fear, and criticism, you plant seeds of failure in the most fertile ground you possess, your own mind. But when you deliberately fill that inner dialogue with encouragement, vision, and certainty, you prepare yourself for victory long before you face the world. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you deeply believe in. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, prepared, and destined for more. Words are commands to the subconscious, and your mind will obey the ones you repeat most. Choose them wisely for your life.